So, we're gonna do a kind of quickish playthrough of some EDF. That's Earth Defense Force. It's kind of a Dynasty Warriors with guns almost. I like it quite a bit, but Chris, not as big of a fan. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of use for shooting giant bugs or kaiju or whatever. But, you know, I guess we'll see how much he can enjoy it. So, I'm hoping that by the end of today's stream, he at least has a little bit more of a, I guess, I don't want to say love. I'll say like. So, that's kind of my plan.
I admire your confidence.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna need it. So I'm gonna start off with a quick, like just the tutorial level, so you guys kind of know what it is that's going on here. This is, I think, the last PS3 version that they put out. I've played it a bit. There's a few different classes that you can play as, and there's a ton of different weapons that you can use. I'm pretty fond of the Wing Diver, which is like this female Valkyrie group, basically, that all have jetpacks and cool energy weapons. But in an effort to kind of make this a little bit easier for Chris, we're just going to play as the regular Ranger, which is a guy with a gun and maybe like a bazooka. That's what we usually use. You know, something, maybe an automatic or a shotgun if they do get up close. Because if you end up shooting a rocket launcher close, you're going to have trouble. But it's still worth it. So, I don't know. Right now, I think that we're going to use rocket launcher and a long-range rifle. But I have played a little bit on the higher difficulties, at least on the lower levels, so some of the weapons we have are going to be a little overpowered for what we're dealing with, especially on the first level. One thing I will say about this game, there's a lot of loading times, which does kind of bring the game down quite a bit.
Down the toilet we go.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those games that if it was a little bit faster paced, you would enjoy it a little bit more. Because if you do lose a level, it takes just forever to get back in. I mean, we could have skipped through that cutscene there, but it's just load after load after load. But it is fun to go in and just kind of kill some monsters. You'll notice we are having a little bit of a green screen issue, but I think it's worth it. We're not using a lot of light in here today, so in an effort to keep it cool, I'm gonna go ahead and let it roll. Controls in this game are a little weird too, like L1 jumps. You can't zoom with everything, but you can kind of see those ants way back there. The one cool thing is almost everything turns into give. Like when it dies, it just blows up everywhere. So there's people running around. You can't really hurt them. There's a lot of destructible environments like that. You can really cause the game to lag. The problem with all these people running at you is if you accidentally hit them with a rocket, you are gonna die. Because they're just too close to you. It's fun just to shoot rockets like off in the distance and just kind of let it roll. These green pickup boxes are new weapons. There's a lot of them so far, which is cool. You don't want to get crunched by anything. It's a cool action roll. Look at that. I mean, if that's not satisfying, I don't know what is. So I'm going to run through this, switch to assault rifle, reload. Get that one in the thorax. you can pick up these armor pickups, which basically just give you extra health, for lack of a better term, which is kind of nice. Especially whenever you're playing on harder difficulties, and whenever you're fighting more difficult enemies than the ants. The ants aren't terrible. There's some that do, like, spray acid spit or whatever you want to call it. But it's still not bad. You have infinite ammo, which is awesome whenever you're dealing with these rocket launchers. This thing is ridiculous. I mean, usually the early ones have like 1 or 2 shots. This one has 3, so you can usually kill pretty much anything that you'd want without having to reload. I've been playing around with the shotgun a little bit because I have a tendency to die because I shoot myself with a rocket on accident. So I'm trying to get a little bit better. I gotta be honest, Chris and I both played more shooters on the 360. So shooting a thing on the PS3 is still just weird to me. One thing I'm pretty happy with, it looks like the stream is holding up real well. We've been going back and forth, we've been doing really well, and then it, doing less well, but still looking good, but being like 15 seconds behind, but it is keeping up super well right now. I think I just really need to get a new PC soon. I think that'll help everything. It's been a minute. We're definitely at the new PC stage. These little guys that run around with you, the other EDF guys, are super fun. You can get a bunch of them to run with you. I don't know how effective they really are, but they have finished the mission for me whenever I was trying to get like pickups, which is kind of neat. Frequently you'll get what we have here, and like there's one guy somewhere on the screen, and he's just like off by himself doing God knows what, and you gotta go kill him before it finishes. That was crazy. Alright, let's go back the other way.
Why did you get married? I did it before I knew it again. If we ever get home. Sounds good.
I'll show you guys the weapons and stuff soon, so you can kind of get an idea about what all is going on. We'll just kind of see what we can do. Probably go to a harder level. But basically, the gist of this game is aliens have been coming to Earth for a while, and they're kind of divvied up between races. Like, the ants are just the workers, and then there's flying monsters that are higher level, and there's UFOs that like come in and drop the ants themselves. I don't know. I haven't played a ton of this game. I really wanted to get 4.1. I was looking at it yesterday because there are some videos that I saw whenever it was first coming out where like you basically got into a giant Megazord and fought other giant kaiju, and I don't think that they were doing that in this game, but around the time that I was watching that, it was finally getting to the point where the game was getting cheap enough to merit buying, videos of the next game came out. And since that last one was kind of just a remake of... see, they just murdered that guy. Since 4.1 was just a remake, I kind of want to see what they can do with, like, next-gen stuff. You'll notice that the game doesn't look super pretty, but they definitely take the Dynasty Warriors approach of, we don't care how pretty it looks because we're going to put 8,000 things on the screen at once, and that's what we're actually interested in. Oh, and mission clear. See, that's not so bad. Who could hate that? We just ran around and blew up a bunch of buildings. My phone everyone's been doing weird stuff and doing a bunch of stupid Facebook stuff. So you see, like, this is all the stuff we got. We got a bunch of armor, got a bunch of level 0 stuff that we already had. And if you have a better version of it, you'll it won't give you the new one. You only keep the best of everything you've got. We'll just do a quick go through. Ranger's your normal guy, just guns, boots on the ground. Wing diver, this is the one I was talking about. Like, they're super fun. They've got a bunch of really cool things that they can do, but mostly jetpack. The one weird thing is their main primary, like, plasma weapon also runs off the same juice as their jetpack. So you can run into a situation where you're kind of flying, and you shoot, and you run out of flying juice, and you just kind of land. I have not played as an air raider yet. Supposedly there's more fun 2-player, but unfortunately I only have one good PS3 controller right now, which sucks. Otherwise we'd be playing some 2-player, you know, really getting in. Because that dude looks super cool. Fencer, I played a little bit the other day. They have 2 weapons, like you can use a minigun and like hammer or axe or whatever, or you can use 2 miniguns, I think. They're ridiculous, but it also seems like a character that's too slow. Like, whenever I was trying to play through a regular level, it just took forever to get from one place to another. Which is one thing I like about the wing diver. You can get through levels a lot faster if you do have to run around. But, so everybody has their own weapons too. And you can, everybody gets 2, I believe. Well, I think the fencer gets 4, because 2 for each hand. That may be right. So we've got assault rifles. And you got all those stats. You got DPS stats. You got shotguns, sniper rifles, rocket launchers. Missile launchers are just bigger versions of rockets, but they take longer to shoot and longer to reload. So, in my opinion, so far, you're kind of better off just using rocket launchers, unless maybe you're fighting the aerial units. I've not used a grenade yet, because I'd rather use a gun than a rocket. And this Super Soaker, it's interesting. I think it's more for 2-player too. I don't know that you can even use it single player. It just heals, and I don't think you can heal yourself. So we'll stick with what we got. It is fun to use an automatic rifle, but the one I have is super low level, I think.
Choose loadout. Rangers can equip 2 weapons.
See, it's got 120 shots, so you can just kind of sit back and ping the amps. Hey, Sean. We're killing some bugs. So, let's just go ahead and get into the next mission.
Deploying. Select a mission.
Okay, let's play.
Takedown.
Select a difficulty.
We'll see how it goes.
Down the toilet we go.
Sean, what are you doing today? Probably just grinding. Always grinding. Now we have another 14-hour loading screen, unfortunately. Here we go. So, I probably should have read to see what we actually needed to do. Man, Subnautica does look super cool. Oh man, look at all those. They're gonna take it. I definitely hit a person and not an ant that time. Okay, so there's these big UFOs in the sky, and we've got to knock them down. But you can only damage them whenever they open up. So we're gonna kill some ants, and we're gonna hope that they open up.
The transport ship's weak point is its hatch. Aim for the inside when it is open.
Aim for the inside. They're just like the ones from Independence Day. Yeah, they open up like that, or from Star Fox if you're familiar with that, which is just a riff on that Independence Day one. And looks like those ants are leaving me alone though, which is nice.
Wait for the hatch to open. Attack the opened hatch.
And see, this is what happens. I get super rocket heavy and get really excited about playing, and then eventually an ant's gonna run up on me, and I'm gonna get blown up because I'm gonna shoot it with the wrong weapon. Oh yeah, get in there. Oh yeah, look at that. Killing. Now see, that's a guy shooting some fire juice. We got a guy sneaking up on us. Switch. Oh man, was not ready for that. We must have accidentally killed the second one. I don't see it on the map anymore. What do you mean? He's totally right here. This is one of those games that Chris has refused to play with me for forever. He talks some mad shit on EDF and Dynasty Warriors and probably Samurai Warriors. He definitely does not care about the new Dynasty Warriors that I've been messaging him all of the Tecmo-Koei Facebook posts about. I think he's getting tired of that. But, I mean, eventually, he's going to see the light. And that's kind of what we're here today to do. I mean, this is not the best representation. It's an older game, but it was also a PS Plus game, which worked out real well for me. This was honestly one of the reasons I ended up upgrading the hard drive for the PS3, because I wanted to play this and I didn't have any room. Because it is super satisfying. The only thing is I've put in a bunch of hours with the Wing Diver, probably like 8. I guess that's not really a bunch in Dynasty Warriors terms, but man, there's so many things to get. And then I found out that I was still like only 1/8 of the way through the game, because I refused to play on anything but the hardest difficulty. So I could get really good guns. But so my Wing Diver is rad, but this dude is satisfactory. I should probably stop killing the ants to get armor and actually do the quest. But they're feeding me well. Whoa. Yeah, look at that. It's just so satisfying. Sean, the other water game that I thought we were talking about the other day, Song of the Deep. That's the submarine Metroidvania looking thing, which I've been wanting to play for a little bit. I think it's, oh man, we almost made it. Oh god, look at this mess we're in. I thought for sure that was enough. It looks like it's falling. Teach these ants about physics engines. Oh man, so much loot. I don't know what else I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe I have to clear out the rest of the bugs. Oh, man. So, Sean, I was talking about farming up money and wins for Tekken. So I left it on last night, and I woke up this morning, and I'm not quite to the 2,000 fight mark, but my character that's doing all the grinding is Tekken God Prime, which is the highest rank that you can get in the game, I'm pretty sure. So, sometime later today, I should have, there we go, I should have my 2,000 fights. It should be enough to unlock the rest of the custom stuff, and I can finally make my Yoshimitsu Sharkman.
Dispatch units to the shore and meet them with fire.
Ah, see, that was not so bad.
I admire your confidence.
Look at that, all kinds of new stuff. Maybe we should change up the weapons just a little bit.
I brought a secret weapon today.
Oh yeah, man. There's a... Have you not looked at the Yoshimitsu skins, Sean? There's a shark head that's like... It starts where his face is and goes all the way back to the ground. It's amazing. We got so much armor. And then there's like a shark chest and legs that are basically just like the Power Rangers version of what a Sharkman would be. So it's got like fins everywhere. Okay, so this is what armor does. Like, we've got 48 extra. So you can actually take your armor down if you want to make the game harder, but there's no reason to. So let's see what we got.
Choose loadout. Rangers
And a
can
new
equip 2
shotgun.
weapons.
A new Stingray. That's not as good as the one we've got. And we have unlocked all of the missile launchers. I've only used the Prominence, which, as you can see, is absurd. More grenade stuff. And that's a Bioshock looking. A Mount Heal. None of that stuff looks good. We'll stick with what we got.
Deploy Deploying. Select a mission.
Alright. Let's get in there. Preventing line fall. Oh, that's a bigger looking spacecraft. Mothership. Several hectares. A walking battle troop. I don't know what a hectare is, to be honest. The only things I've really fought are spiders, which are super rad. Which make these like huge webs between buildings. And if you stick to them, you're basically just screwed. They're a much bigger problem whenever you're a wing diver. But, and I fought like some beetle-looking things. So, hectares are maybe cooler-looking aliens. I don't know. So, downstairs right now, Tekken is currently grinding us our last 200 or so fights. I was really hoping that I was going to get up this morning and check my Super Dungeon Bros missions, and we would have a new mission, but we don't. So I'll check again tonight at 7, and we'll just. Oh man, look at that.
Commence attack.
Okay, the hectares are maybe.
Ranger 2, commencing attack.
Oh, those are definitely robots.
Ranger 3, commencing attack. Ranger 4, commencing attack. Ranger 5, roger. Ranger 6, roger.
This is a mess. Oh, I have fought flying guys before, but usually I do it with the wing divers. So I don't know how well this is gonna go. I maybe should have got a different weapon. I feel like if those things get up on me, I'm gonna get wrecked. That does not seem to do much. Hmm. Maybe it does. I'm concerned about the big walking things. I can't tell if I'm actively helping kill these things or some of them are just flying against the ground and dying. The wing diver weapon that I used has such a big radius.
The Air Force will arrive momentarily.
Oh man. That is like a giant Terminator. We're gonna circle strafe this guy. Okay. I would like to show you what it looks like better up close, because I would like to see what it looks like up close. I do not have a good feeling about it. I'm just gonna sit over here on this grassy knoll and snipe. I feel like, oh man, these explosions are pretty satisfying. Sean, how's the rest of your group doing in FF? Did Alan hit 70 yet? What about Josh? Is Josh rewatching all of Firefly right now instead of playing the game? I saw that he was on his PS4 briefly yesterday, but I don't think he played a game. I think he just turns it on periodically, so I think he's using it. That's good. Who is your tank if Alan is the healer and you're DPS? Do you have... Josh isn't even close. What's he doing? Man. I should have got a sniper rifle for this level. has a good jump. I didn't realize that Josh Heals, Alan Zabard, Scott is letting go. He's 51. How is he helping the group if he's 51?
Just like in training. Yeah. We will obey you. I'm gonna be a hero. That's good to say. We are the world's only home. Why did you join?
I do like the, he just started leveling. Okay. Why do you guys not have a Dark Knight? Are Paladins best in slot for, tanks? It seems like if I had the opportunity, I would definitely play a Dark Knight.
Sir, yes, sir. If we live, I'm buying you dinner. You're only the best thing on the menu.
If we live, I'm buying you dinner.
Stay alert. Yes, sir.
I gotta make sure I get all of this loot before we kill this last one.
Count on me.
I don't want to find out that, like, I can use that thing.
Juicy steak.
Pally's the best tank. Can Pally self-heal? Heal? Are they, like, classic Paladins?
There are many Hectors approaching.
Oh, there's more Hectors.
The Ravager battle machines are approaching. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Ranger 3, Roger. Ranger 5, Roger. Ranger 6, Roger.
Wing Diver 8, systems go, and ready to fight.
If we combine forces, we can.
Tactical bomber Sharon approaching combat area.
I don't know what they're talking about right now.
Orders to ground units. The air raid is beginning.
Understood. Let's do it.
This is Bomber 4.
Only tank that has a shield. Okay. So... Can I swim? Oh, man. Okay. I can swim, but I can't shoot if I'm swimming.
Impact. We defeated the enemy.
Well done.
Put the Aurora steer to use.
Our squad is now under your command.
The air raid will begin again.
There's one more air raid. Ground units, distance yourselves from the enemy.
No way. Then win.
How far should I distance? Oh, man. That... I assumed that that was going to kill everything, but it still looked really cool.
The air raid will start. Air raid in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
I'm going to get a seizure playing this game.
At this rate, no one can beat us.
We caused a lot of damage to the enemy with the air raid.
Oh, we did. What's dissatisfying right now
You have Air Force support.
is that I'm just pinking away with this regular gun, and it seems to be just as effective as that rocket launcher. Whoa. Okay.
Did you go to that one place? Sorry. We are the world's only home. There's no reason. Sir, yes, sir. Don't knock. Scare the crap out of me. Let's clean this up. Understood. I'm ready for battle.
So, are monks like initial classes? Like, does nobody actually play monks after the first like little bit of the game? I feel like that was one of the things that I liked the most whenever the game first came out.
Motherships
But I mean, that was so long ago.
Giant weapons.
What'd you say?
They are quadruped fortresses. They are already heading to this area and beginning the invasion.
Quadruped fortresses.
It's the
Huge
biggest and
list.
strongest among Ravagers.
Is that like a class that people actually play as still,
We
though?
don't know how much damage it will cause. It is a terrifying opponent, but we succeeded in destroying them in the
I mean,
fight
Black
8 years ago.
Mage is pretty much like always been best cool thing. we are just living it today. Look at this. We got more than one buffalo. I thought that said pound gun for a second. I got kind of excited. Ninja seems like it would be more fun still, though. Don't they have, like, more debuffs? Seems like they should. Let's see if there's anything cool to switch to.
Choose loadout. Rangers can equip 2 weapons. Choose loadout. Rangers can equip 2 weapons.
Huh. So it's just a matter of like what class looks cooler. I guess we'll stick with what we got. There's not really anything new to switch to. That seems like a good level to farm, though. Like, we could probably go back to it on hard and just sit back and level. Let's actually try that.
Select a mission.
Let's do one, and we'll do it on
difficulty.
hardest. I
The
think that's
higher
as
the
far as we usually go. Yeah. Inferno is just not very entertaining.
Select a difficulty.
And, hopefully we'll get a new weapon.
We're gonna hope it helps us win.
Ninjutsu until you lag. Okay. I've still gotta go outside and chop up the rest of that tree today, unfortunately. But, I'll probably play it for a while longer. This is pretty enjoyable considering. Especially now that I know about the grassy knoll strat.
Ranger 3, commencing attack. Ranger 4, commencing attack. Ranger 5, roger.
Supposing that these flying guys don't destroy me. Because I didn't really have to deal with them last time.
Wingdiver 8, attack!
I wish that you could play as a character and switch it to being able to farm for other weapons besides the weapons that your character class can use. Because this level would be really easy and a lot more fun. Oh god. With a wing diver. Somebody shot me some. Where are you going, little buddy?
The Air Force will arrive momentarily.
Probably should have switched to a sniper rifle. At least to deal with these guys, I think it would have been a little bit easier. Not being able to zoom in this game is kind of a pain. You've got to have a weapon that zooms, and as far as I can tell, the only weapon that zooms is in fact the sniper rifle. Wing diver might be rough, unless you do the grassy knoll strats for it to, like, whenever I play as those, I do the same kind of thing where I have one like far away weapon and one closer up weapon, but their close up weapons are kind of melee, which are super fun. Here we go. Party time. This thing clearly does not do enough damage to him anymore. But I guess if they do drop a weapon, it should be super good, because I haven't farmed with this guy at all. Other than the first level, which luckily got me this rocket launcher. But watch, I'll end up like grinding this thing out for forever, and all I'll end up getting is like a stupid healer weapon. I just want to get in a line with them so that way I can be sure to hit at least one of them. If not a couple. This might not actually work. It doesn't look like I'm doing any damage to anything. There we go. We know we only have to kill that first chunk of them, really. And then the second chunk will show up, but the air raid should do a pretty good amount of damage to them, I would think. That guy dropped a weapon. I want to knock out their legs. Looks like there's a good amount of weapons down there, actually. So as long as we don't end up messing anything up, I think this will be worth it. I won't grind anymore on stream because this is super dull. As a plus, I only really need one hand. Okay. Let's hop down. Go grab our stuff before we kill that last one.
Making promises like, after this fight is over, I'm getting married. We'll land you in a grave.
It is Weapon City down here.
Aurora Steer's output is off. Converter is normal.
You go to that one place.
Plasma drive is operating normally.
Test okay.
There are many Hectors approaching.
Try to get to his weapon real quick,
The Ravager battle machines are approaching.
and then we'll run back.
Ranger 4, Roger. Ranger 5, Roger. Ranger 6, Roger.
Wing Diver 7, Roger. Wing Diver 8, systems go and ready to fight.
Tactical bomber Sharon approaching combat area.
Don't be stupid and get hurt.
Headquarters to ground units. The air raid is beginning. This is Bomber 4. Entering combat area. Beginning air raid.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna get to watch them all blow up again.
Impact. We defeated the enemy.
Well done.
Stop the generator.
Sir, yes, sir.
The air raid will begin again.
There's one more air raid. Ground units, distance yourselves from the enemy.
Bucks will come around from behind. Watch your back.
Yeah, dude, that roll is it's not so bad.
We did it!
Why are they not hitting this dude way over here?
Air raid Banzai!
He is clearly a threat.
Why are you on such a dangerous...
The air raid will start. Air raid in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, there we go.
Converter is normal.
We caused a lot of damage to the enemy with the air raid.
Did we though? I mean, I've shot this guy quite a bit.
For support. Ground units, you're not alone.
He still seems mostly fine. Okay, they're getting too close. Time to skedaddle. Okay, finally. That's one. They definitely made it further up this time. Just gonna shoot this robot in his non-existent dick. Seems to have lost across its head. Come on, just fall over. I better get something cool for this. It's gonna end up being like a half hour of shooting these stupid robots. Which were super cool the first time. I didn't expect it to take this long to kill them. I just assumed that they would do more damage, not take like quadruple the amount of damage. Okay, maybe I should be using guns, because that seemed to go a little bit quicker. Or maybe the computer had just damaged him enough at that point. I'm getting concerned that they're walking over here. Oh no. Oh, no way, they could climb the hill? That's not good. We're about to do some creative circle strafing. No. Okay, there we go. And this is usually whenever I quit, because I've spent half an hour trying to kill a guy. And you get nothing.
playing. Select a mission. Select a difficulty.
Yeah. Super lame. Super lame. But what are you gonna do? Eventually we'll get 2 controllers, that way Chris can play as well. But really there's only a couple of PS3 multiplayer games that I'd want to play. And it really comes down to this and Dragon's Crown. Because I would love to get a 4-player Dragon's Crown game together. I think that would be a really fun stream. And I would absolutely buy extra controllers for that. I think Holmes has 2, but I think we still need 1 more. And then I would also have to convince both Chris and Mike to play the game. But
So Mike thinks he's ready to play with the big boys.
yeah.
If those holes stay open, they will come and
So
go
we'll
as
just
they
kind of
please.
see.
We have to destroy the tunnel
Maybe I can
exits.
get that to work out eventually, but I don't know.
It looks like there are underground tunnels for the giant insects. We found the exit to the ground. Hurry and destroy it.
It's really weird, like the way the game like moves. Like we just had a level where we fought like all kinds of cool flying guys, and then giant Terminators, and now we're just back to fighting ants again.
Destroy the tunnel
Yeah,
exit.
we did. Nailed
There are
it.
still more tunnel exits. Search for them.
An enemy nearby. It's mine. Greet them with fire. Understood.
Oh. Jump. These civilians are just having a time. There we go. Oh, see? And this is a common occurrence. I don't know what just got me there. I mean, I know that I just shot a rocket, so that was what hit me. But I don't know how or what it hit to have caused such an amount of damage to me. But we're gonna get these health packs. There we go.
The giant insects made an exit somewhere else. They are appearing one after another from underground.
Destroy the tunnel exit. You giant insects. We won't let you above ground.
We won't let you above ground. Stay down near the Earth's core. Let's try to kill this big building. Yep. 3 rockets will blow up anything. Except for a robot, apparently. Whoa. You got right up on me. Okay. Just getting swarmed.
Destroy the tunnel
I
exit.
did. Is there another one?
Giant insects appeared from underground. It looks like they made a new tunnel exit.
Destroy the tunnel exit.
Uh-oh. It looks busy over here. Oh, jumping spiders! Look at the animations on these guys. I mean, this is really like the peak of what the PS3 could do. Oh, sorry. Listen, I'm pretty sure it's still better to get exploded with the friendly rocket launcher than whatever those guys are about to do to these people. Oh. Oh, man. It's getting hectic over here. I don't know how I'm gonna get over to the mound with all of these spiders jumping at me. This may have been a shotgun level. Apparently they can't pull, which is good. I'm just gonna push forward and see what happens. see the mound at least. Okay.
This is a war situation report. The motherships have dropped many quadruped walking fortresses. EDF lines of defense have been constructed.
Yeah, that was a lot.
The walking fortresses.
Okay. It sounds like we're gonna fight more robots. Which is way better than that, because that was creepy. I haven't ever had to fight that many at the same time. I don't know how Chris made it through that, like, with him being deathly afraid of spiders as well. But that was not good. That was not good at all. And look at that. We didn't get anything except for whatever a D&G is, and I guarantee it's not something that we actually wanted.
Choose loadout. Rangers can equip 2 weapons.
Yeah, it's just another grenade. That's dumb.
Deploying. Select a mission.
Giant walking fortresses. So that looks pretty cool. We are to attack the fortress's legs and then defeat any remaining enemy forces.
Select
Okay.
a difficulty.
I'll shoot a giant robot in the legs. I may go ahead and take a break after this level. Seems like a good like boss fight type thing. And go out there and work on that tree for a bit and maybe come back and stream a little bit more later this afternoon. Like the only other thing I need to do today, because I already did all of my chores for Sunday, is work on that tree. You can't tell because my face isn't bad, but my arms got sunburned pretty. Oh man. But my arms sunburned, but they're mostly tanned off already. But my shoulders, I can feel the heat in them right now. This dude looks cool. I did not know that something like this was actually in the game. I can definitely shoot it in the legs.
Let's finish the job. Nice to meet you. Sure. Squad will protect you.
Hectors are coming out of the quadruped fortress!
Yes, sir.
I don't really know.
Did you tell her you love her?
I mean, this seems like what they want from me. I feel like there should be a glowing spot.
Yes, sir. Bring it on.
This is Strategic Command Headquarters. The attack aircraft Midnight is headed this way. It's going to deliver a blow with a new penetrating bullet, Grindbuster. Stop the quadruped until Midnight arrives.
Check the right. Yes, sir. They're coming. Get ready. Yes, sir. I'll shoot you dead. No time. Let me out. Yes, sir.
At least those guys drop a bunch of stuff. So maybe we'll get a weapon for this one. Or like an actual weapon, not just a weapon box. This assault rifle is working better on these robots than I thought it should. So,
Flying drones deploying from the fortress!
whoa.
This is a war situation report. The quadruped walking fortresses dropped in each region of the Earth are approaching the major cities and have continued the invasion. EDF has constructed defense lines and is intercepting this. One walking fortress has been destroyed on the Isle of Great Britain. The Ravager's force has multiplied in the last 8 years. We can say that the EDF is putting up a good fight against such an overwhelming enemy.
Okay. So, let's get back to business here.
Yes, sir.
Drones deploying from the quadruped fortress.
Yes, sir.
Clean up all enemies besides the quadruped fortress.
He's definitely dumping a bunch of dudes against us, that's for sure. I guess it's probably not that we're supposed to be shooting that thing's legs. We're probably just supposed to be shooting all these guys. Because it doesn't seem like we can actually do any damage to it.
Combat area momentarily.
Yes, sir.
It's running away awful fast. Oh,
Understood, sir.
Destroy the Hectors dropping from the quadruped fortress.
What's the situation?
There's nothing the Crime Buster can't penetrate.
Yes, sir! He's mine! Crap! They're getting closer! It's my turn!
Okay. Blow up.
Destroy the flying drones.
Man, how many times are we gonna do this thing?
What's going on? You're not shaking? That's not right.
Midnight has acquired the target.
Oh man. Here it comes.
What are we gonna do now? I'm busy protecting the world. May as well protect you too. What are we gonna do now? Ready to fire! Reloading! I'll back you up! Don't die! I'll back you up! Stop and shot! Are you hurt? My armor's ready! You okay? You okay? Loading up! Damn it, I'm out of ammo!
I don't think any of my guys are helping anymore. I feel like I'm just kind of running this thing.
Follow the commander! I will avenge you, brother!
Commence air raid.
Hold on!
Grindbuster fired.
I'm hit! I'll back you up! Swap my magazine! I did it! You're done!
Impact. Defeated
Good
target.
job.
We've confirmed a large unit of Hectors. It's an incredible number.
That must be the main unit. But we also still have armored forces stashed away.
There is a dispatch
I like that this thing is like clearly dead and it's still shooting. I'm not gonna make it to that weapon. Couldn't action roll fast enough. Story of my life. And we got one new weapon. Hey! And we got a trophy. 10% complete. That's not encouraging, really. Let's see what the torch looks like.
Choose loadout. Rangers can equip 2 weapons.
Ah, for welding. I guess it probably fixes vehicles which we have never seen. But I think the fencer can summon. What's the next level look like?
Deploying. Select a mission.
We're only on level 17. I think there's like 100 and something levels in this. So I don't think we're gonna make it anytime soon. But I'm gonna go ahead and take a break and try to get some real stuff done. And then you know, just kind of see how this pans out. Maybe play some different stuff later. Sean, you gonna beat Subnautica today? You really should have been streaming that ocean ocean horror. I like the idea of that. That seems like a pretty good time. But I guess well, Chris, how do you feel about this game now that you've seen it for what, an hour and a half or so?
I suppose it like my favorite game.
Really? Favorite game? That's excellent. So maybe by the time we go through the rest of the PS3 games that I've wanted to play that you aren't interested in, we'll change your mind on some other stuff. Maybe we'll get into some Dynasty Warriors Gundam later. I'd bust that out. Sean, you like that game. Maybe we can convince Chris to broaden his horizons. Who knows?
I admire your confidence.
But I guess until we come back, we'll catch you later. Sean, I'll talk to you shortly.